The third song on the rock opera is a very emotionally charged song. And on the second verse, I wanted to find a way to create a sense of bittersweetness with some tension. The notes of the music already gives us the bittersweetness, but there's a few ways that we were able to amplify the feeling of what we had previously in the song. One of the changes that happened on that particular verse is that the band, the guitar, the bass, the drums, start to add new accents at the end of bars. So on the original verse, the band played what we call straight. They played this. There's no drum beat on the first verse, but regardless, from the bass and the guitar, you can feel that you can see what the original part was. Now, in the second verse, you're going to see it's the same thing. There's a drum beat as well, but at the end of every round like that, we have this new accent that goes pa, pa, just at the end. Okay, so I'll show you exactly where. And that small new accent just helps bring something new to the music and keep you on your toes. Let's hear it again. So the guitars, bass and drums already gives us something new to enjoy and appreciate in that verse. But the real hidden layer here is what the piano does. And the piano is just playing beautiful counter melodies throughout this entire verse. It really helps sell the depth of the emotion that this verse contains. So this is the piano isolated. Another trick that happens on that verse is that when one of the main characters says, "you used to play," we create what we call a telephone effect, where it sounds as if you can hear him again in delay, as if he just recorded that as a message on the phone and it plays back while he continues to sing. It just helps create this emotion that felt really right for that verse. So I'll let you hear that sentence just so you can spot it when we'll play the full song at the end.
Remember when we were children, used to play only to win.
Finally, the last layer that really helps sell this picture is a choir, once again with 3 harmonies within it. But what's really interesting about this particular choir is that it's actually singing a wrong note within those 3 layers. If you're musicians, you might know major, minor chords. So the chord that actually is playing in the music is major, happy, and the choir deliberately is singing a minor chord on top of it, which causes one note to clash and sound like it's wrong, essentially. And that feeling of wrongness is right for the song. So let's see how it sounds like. So we got here, this is the first layer. Now we're going to listen to the second layer. Or I should say the 2 layers together. Now let's hear the 3 layers together. On its own, it doesn't feel wrong. It feels eerie, because that's the minor chord. But now we'll hear everything, and you'll see that whenever it comes in, it just gives a really weird feeling, because essentially it's wrong in terms of the notes that are being played in the background. So when we put it all, just remember all the things that we covered, that at the end of every round, the guitar and the bass and the drums, and actually the piano as well, are going to do those new accents there. Pa, pa, pa. We have the piano underneath it all that plays beautiful melodies. We've got that really cool line where we've got the telephone effect on the vocals, and we've got every 4 bars, I think, the choir coming in with those that are wrong deliberately. So let's hear it all.